Hey there viewers, it's Charlie. I'm back again with another Transformers review, and today's review is going to be on Legacy Velocitron Speedia 500 Collection Burnout. Now, if you remember Lift Ticket, he was pretty much Hoist Diaclone colors, pretty much turned into a BotCon character. Well, for Burnout, it's pretty much the same. She's essentially one of the many Diaclone colors for Skids. I say many because there's a couple. Reboost is another example. And in BotCon, she was turned into a character pretty much. Same with Lift Ticket. And now in Legacy, she's got another figure. And even in Masterpiece, she's getting another figure. So yeah, Burnout's pretty much getting a comeback when it comes to figures. But well, taking a look at the packaging for Burnout. Of course, it's the standard Velocitron packaging. So we've got a picture of Burnout here. Got a picture of her vehicle mode. Got a render of her vehicle mode here. Diaclone universe. Which, I actually love how they mentioned Diaclone universe. This side I forgot to show. Got Burnout again. The back, we've got her in both modes. So yeah. And yeah, I just love how it says Diaclone universe. It makes me wonder if we ever got like a figure of like, I don't know, Bumblebee and it's like, or well, like one of the mini bots in like the pre-Transformer colors, would they call it Micro Change Universe or something like that? I don't know, just being curious. But well, taking a look at Burnout, she's essentially just a recolor of Skids in black now. And I actually think this is a really cool color scheme. And we're having a 360. Got some painted tail lights, which I'm pretty sure wasn't on Skids originally. Fortunately, the roof doesn't really fully tab in. And a problem that I also have on Skids. It's got the windshield. We can pretty much just see the hinge that this is connected to. We've got the Autobahn insignia. We've got the front bumper section. The undercarriage, where you can pretty much just see her head. So yeah. And for accessories, well, she pretty much has the same ones as Skids does. So of course she comes with these two guns. One single barrel gun and the other a double barrel gun. And we'll plug in a blast effect. This one can take a blast effect. And this one, well, this one actually does have the standard ports, so yep. And there are some ports on the side of the car here, or van. So you have that going on. Or if you want, you can combine them. You can just plug that on the top here. And you also get this, which is meant to be like a axe, just made out of, well, it's meant to be some sort of like an axe, just made out of energon, or it could be a gun. And yeah, you can plug in another blast effect, and the ones that come with the Kingdom Arc actually work pretty well color-wise. So just plugging that in. Yeah, it's pretty overkill. Or you can just plug that in there. And then just plug the guns into the sides. So yeah. So here we have a all armed up. And well, for comparison, here she is with skids. So you can pretty much see the color differences. I mean, for one, the bumper is actually painted on burnout compared to skids. So that actually looks a bit better. And yeah, turns out I was right. The taillights are actually painted on burnout. So yeah, it's little details like that to make it look slightly better. And here she is with her fellow BotCon partner, Lift Ticket. So yeah. Now, what with Roadholer being released in the Velocitron line, it's sort of weird how Lift Ticket was in Selects. I don't know, we could have had this in the Velocitron line as like Diaclone Universe Lift Ticket. Seeing how Roadholer was meant to be like the guy who helps clean up crashes and all that, so if anything, Lift Ticket could have served the same purpose, help like sort out crashed racers. I don't know. This was one of the first Legacy releases though, along with like Black Zarek, so. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the vehicle mode. Overall, I really like it. If anything, I think I kind of like it more than Skids. Just with the extra painted details like the bumper and the tail lights. So yeah. Now, moving on to the transformation. Now, taking off the weapons, which I did off camera. Now, of course, the transformation is pretty much the same as Skids, so if you know how he transforms, you know how this transforms, but well, getting on with it, to start, we're just gonna open up the doors, which could be a little feature in the vehicle mode if you wanted it to be, although it pretty much just reveals the robot inside. Just gonna get the back of the van mode out, like so. Pushing the wheels, which is meant to be a homage to G1 Skids' toy. Push these little, little shin flaps up, like so. Try and tilt your camera up so got some more room to work with. Get the arms out, like so. Get the robot waist down like so. And just split the legs and stand the figure up like so. Untab the windshield. Get that down and that just clips into place. I like to move the doors back so it's a bit more dynamic. Turn the shoulders like so. Just rotate the forearms. Move that down like so. And here we have Burnout in her robot mode. And once again, she's got some extra painted detailing which I'll show off when we compare her to Skids. But yeah. Now having a 360 of her. Pretty much the only backpack she has is the door wings and the windshield, which, well, compared to other backpacks we've seen, as far as RC, this is pretty much nothing. Taking a look at her head, they actually retooled the face, so it's, they retooled the head so she's got a mouth plate. And if they ever do a crosscut, which I'm pretty sure they will, because I think that there have been leaks that they're going to be doing a crosscut, I do hope that they use this head. And in fact, if they ever do a reboost, I hope they use this head as well. So yeah, I mean, of course, it is the back of the head is essentially part of the back of the head is essentially part of the Vanma, but I don't really mind. Now, of course, you can give her the guns, so you can, of course, just plug them into the hands or the ports on the forearms, but what I like to do, just to make it stand apart from skids, just combine the guns, like so, and then give her the little gun axe, like so. So now you have this going on. And of course, there. My tongue just completely gave out there. But we do have the ports on the feet, so if you do have weaponizers or fossilizers, or in my case, more blast effects, you can just plug those into there. It would have been cool if they were actually on the tires, you know, so we could also have them shooting out in vehicle mode. But oh well. Now, next to skids. Well, right off the bat, we can see that the shoulders are actually painted on Burnout. So, yeah. I know I say that a lot, but seriously, it just shows how some exclusive figures just seem to be more painted. And of course, his lift ticket. And I think these guys actually look pretty good together. So yeah. Now, moving on to the articulation. Of course, it's pretty much the same as skids. So the head, well, the head's on a ball joint, so it can sort of look up and down, not that far though. And of course, you could look side to side. The arms can, of course, move, although the doors do get in the way. She can, of course, T-pose. If you want to, you can use this joint. Or this joint if you want. Got bicep swivels. She's got a wrist swivel, if I can actually show that off, I think. There we go, that's quite tight. So, she does have hand rotation. Also, yeah, it's quite easy to dislocate her shoulders, so be careful of that. That's sort of a complaint. Waist rotation. can do the splits, of course. Legs can go forward that far, back not that far. Really good knees. If you move that forward, you can break a knee. Swivel. And, of course, ankle pivot. So, yeah. Now just giving her weapons again. That's pretty much all I have to say about Burnout. So, complaints? Well, the shoulders, but I'm pretty sure that was on skids as well, yep. So pretty much the same complaints that I had with skids can apply to Burnout as well. So, yeah, pretty much. So let's just move on to, do I recommend this figure? Well, if you're a Diaclone fan, then sure, because seriously, this is a really cool figure for the Diaclone fans. I mean, if you don't really know what Diaclone is, you might not really appreciate this. I mean, you might, but yeah, I'd say this is more for like the actual like collectors or the Diaclone fans, because seeing how like the Velocitron line's showing up in Smiths in the UK, I can just imagine a kid just walking up, seeing this, and just wondering what the heck Diaclone is. But that's just me being silly. But yeah, if you're a Diaclone fan or just a fan of like the BotCon that Lift Ticket and Burnout come from, then yeah, I'd say pick this up, because this is a really fun figure, or in fact, really fun mold actually. And I do hope that we get like a cross-cut and a reboost, maybe even a screech from this mold in the future. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this figure. So let's just end it here. Well, this has been my review on. I can't even end it without my tongue giving out. This has been my review on Legacy Velocitron Speedia 500 Diaclone Universe Burnout. God, that's going to be a long title. And this is Charlie Young, signing off.